It was the year 1977, and in the Bronx, New York, an old apartment building stood like a silent witness to decades of untold stories. Built in the 1920s, its stone walls were cracked, its pipes rusted, and its dark hallways carried an air of something hidden, something no one wanted to name. During the day, the building seemed ordinary, just another aging structure filled with families. But at night, strange things began to stir. Residents often complained of eerie sounds, the dragging of chains from the basement, faint knocking at doors where no one stood, whispers echoing through empty corridors. Some dismissed it as the creaks of an old building, but others whispered that something darker lived within its walls. Among the residents was a young girl named Linda, just 19, full of life and curiosity. She didn't believe in ghosts. For her, all these stories were nothing but superstition. That changed one hot summer night when she experienced something that would never leave her. She had drifted into a heavy sleep when suddenly she found herself in a strange dream. In the corner of her bedroom stood a man. His face was blurry, shadowed as if hidden from the light, but his eyes glowed faintly in the dark. He wore an old, tattered trench coat and a worn-out hat. He didn't speak, didn't move, he just stared at her. A cold shiver ran down Linda's spine. She jolted awake, gasping for breath, her heart racing. The corner was empty. She tried to convince herself it was just a nightmare, but deep down she felt it was something more. The next morning, she told her mother. Her mother laughed softly and said, "It was only a dream. Linda, this building plays tricks on the mind. Forget about it." Linda stayed quiet, but unease gnawed at her. 2 days later, something strange happened. In the basement of the building, while cleaning, a worker discovered an old metal locker. When pried open, inside lay a crumpled trench coat and a dusty old hat. The very same attire Linda had described from her dream. Residents exchanged nervous glances but brushed it off as coincidence. But the nights grew worse. One evening, a man living on the 3rd floor ran downstairs screaming. He claimed he had heard voices calling from inside the basement wall, deep, muffled like a man trapped behind the bricks. At first, neighbors thought he was drunk. But when the voices returned, louder and undeniable, they called the police. The officers arrived, skeptical but curious. They tore open part of the basement wall. What they uncovered silenced the entire building. Behind the bricks lay a skeleton, curled as if it had been trapped alive. Next to it was a decaying, leather-bound diary. The diary told a chilling story. It belonged to a man named Richard, who had lived in the building during the 1920s. His words were shaky, frantic, written in desperation. "I will never leave this place," he wrote. "This building is mine, and whoever lives here will see me." The discovery shocked everyone.